taken time to inventory your superpowers? Do you know how to identify your superpowers? I'm not talking about leaping over tall buildings or teleporting or something that we see in superhero movies. I'm talking about the things that make you unique and make you special. Are you really good at coding? Are you really good at building, at leading a team, at dancing, at playing music? What makes you special and what makes you unique? What if I told you that by sharing those superpowers and giving them away to others, you would actually make yourself and your community even stronger than it is now? Over the years, I've been able to identify that some of my superpowers are being an intellectual risk taker, being a lifelong learner, and wanting to instill these values in many other people as well. I couldn't have identified these and understood them as clearly as I do now without the help of my village. Although my family and friends have been instrumental and their contributions have been invaluable, I'm going to talk about some of the other people who've shaped me along my journey. During high school, I had a really great community of teachers and counselors who were always willing to help me and got to know me well and were there whenever I needed them. But two instances in high school really stood out to me, especially when I look back on them. I was offered an internship at a local government research facility. It was supposed to start at the end of the day in the last period, but that clashed with the AP Bio class I really wanted to take as well. Imagine that the entire staff got together to rearrange their master schedule to see if there was a way to move the bio class so I could take my internship. It was a huge undertaking and didn't work out, but they still wanted to pave the way for me and make it a possibility. During my senior year, I decided to attend the University of Maryland, and my counselors, unbeknown to me, applied for 2 scholarships on my behalf. I qualified for both and ended up getting to attend college tuition-free. Once I got into university, my professors and many students really encouraged me on my path of aerospace engineering. And there were plenty of times I wasn't sure I could do it, and plenty of times it was really difficult. But they empowered me to build a sense of resilience and strength and grit that would get me through this program. One professor in particular took it upon him to keep checking in on me, making sure I was okay, and even helped me find my first job. All of these people had no reason to do this for me other than to help me shine and make my path even smoother than it really was. As I went into my professional journey, I had so many coworkers and supervisors who were able to find talents and skills in me that I didn't know existed. And they empowered me to build myself up and to take intellectual risks every step of the way. When I decided to start the engineering program at Irvine High School, I had no clue what I was getting into. But my admin team was on my side, and they knew that there would be hiccups, and they supported me and gave me the latitude I needed to experiment, make mistakes, fail, recover from those failures, and make the program as strong as it had become. I wanted to instill those same values of grit and resilience in my students, and I especially wanted to empower women and underrepresented students to embark on STEM careers so that their voices and their perspective could be brought into that world as well. My skill of being a lifelong learner has been one that has shaped me considerably. I went back to school at the age of 40 to get my math teaching credential. And then when it was time to train in my engineering classes, I trained to teach all the engineering courses and got a second credential. I had to actually learn how to learn all kinds of new equipment that I'd never seen before. Laser cutters, 3D printers, new computer programs. Yeah, in case you didn't guess, I went to school in the dark ages, right? And we didn't have all that equipment. But through experimenting, trial and error, working with my students, learning from them, I gained those skills and was able to continue and become stronger in my learning. I retired from teaching last year, and even in that, I've started taking photography classes to hone my skills, and I found people who have been able to push me to learn new skills and become better in what I'm doing. Following the lead of all those who've helped me along the way, I've gone ahead and really pushed myself to empower other students to do the same things. I've mentored them in and out of the classroom. I've worked to help them find summer programs, help them in colleges, write letters of support all the way so that even after they graduated, just to help them find their pathway. My hope is that they'll come back and do the same for people along their way. So what I would like to do is challenge you right now. Think of the people in your life who have empowered you. Think of the people in your life who've helped you, who've encouraged you and gotten you where you are today. Think of how much stronger our community would be if we could actually bring those skills and share them amongst ourselves. I want you to think of at least one person, and I challenge you now in the next few weeks to find somebody in your life who you could share a new skill with. It could be anything that you're good at. Can you bake a cake? Can you sing a song? Can you play an instrument? Can you code? Can you build a circuit? Think of anything that you have as a skill, and it is a big skill. Don't let the inner voice inside of you tell you that it's not that big of a deal. Watch that person struggle, watch them learn, watch them grow and gain confidence as you empower them to become skilled in what you have. And even better, watch them turn around and teach somebody else now the same skills that you taught them. And you'll know that you've created this amazing ripple effect of empowering others. We can only be as strong as our community is if we build it. The journey is something we can't take alone. And if we work together, build our village, and build our community, we'll be stronger as a whole. One of my favorite quotes that I've always liked to do is written by the man who wrote Peter Pan. The life of every man is a diary in which he means to write one story, and he writes another. And his humblest hour is when he compares the volume as it is with what he vowed to make it. I'm still writing my story, and I'm hoping it can impact many people. What will you write in your story? And whose story will you change? Thank you.